Right, we will start. I will wait for another 2 or 3 minutes at 1:25.
සර් අපි පටන් ගමුද?
පටන් පොඩ්ඩයි මට මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ෆයිල්ස් වගේක් දාලා තියෙන ෂෙයා කරලා.
අද ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් එක
අද ඕනේ නෑ ලබන සතිය ඕන වෙන ඒක හැබැයි අද මම දැම්මා. ෂෙයා කරලා.
අද මම මේ කට්ටිය ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් එකක් තියෙන කියලා සර් මම ජොයින් වෙන්න කියලා හැමෝටම කෝල් කරා. අයියෝ. කවුද?
Right, then we will start. Can you hear me?
Yes sir, we can hear you.
Okay, right. Then I will start. Today I will teach you how to. Actually, today is the actual lecture on data analytics. Today I will show you how to analyze a given data set or given file which includes data by using Python. So I have shared with you some actually two files. One is which contains information about salaries, and another file which contains data regarding flights, right? We don't need those files today, but next week onwards we need those things. So let me first share the slides with you. I have already already shared this file as well. So when it comes to data analysis, we are using Python, and you have a separate course module which is known as now this course module is analytics and business intelligence, and there is another, I don't know whether you have finished it, computational intelligence, another course module. I think the course module number is CIS 6005. This one is 6008, right? When it comes to CIS 6005, you have learned about machine learning, computer intelligence. So if you have in that course unit, most probably you have used Python libraries. So it is very easy for me to do because I think that the previous lecture, that means 6005, CIS 6005 is already completed. So in here in CIS 6008, our module title is, at the beginning I have told you that analytics and business intelligence. Again, for in this course unit, I'm mainly focusing about the Python libraries that you can use for data analyzing purposes. So in today's lecture, the outline is, first I will give you a small introduction or description about Python libraries which can be used for data analytics or data analyzing, and as well as in that description I will tell some libraries which can be used in computer intelligence or machine intelligence as well. And I will teach you about reading data and selecting as well as filtering data, how to select data and filter data, and data manipulation. And next week we will look at plotting data, especially with what are the different types of graphs available and what kind of libraries that you can use in Python for those things, and sorting, grouping, and rearranging data. And finally, we will discuss about descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Even today, I will touch some of this descriptive as inferential statistics. Now, when it comes to data analytics, this slide I have used previously, and from that I have taken. When it comes to data analytics, there are actually three main types. One is the descriptive statistics, you can see here. And in descriptive statistics, or descriptive data analytics, we can categorize into three main categories. Leftmost corner, you can have it any at the middle or right side corner, but I have included in the left side corner descriptive analytics. When it comes to descriptive analytics, we are focusing what's happening or what has happened, or what is happening is called as descriptive analytics or descriptive statistics. And next, at the middle, we have that in data analytics, the second category, predictive analysis or predictive analytics. And in predictive analytics means we are forecasting in the future what will happen. So predictive analytics, it means what could happen in the future. And the third one, or the final one, is prescriptive analytics. And it means prescriptive analytics means what should we do to make, if something wants to happen, what should we do. So we call it as prescriptive analytics. In this, it has mentioned prescriptive, under prescriptive analytics, what should we do to make that happen or not happen. If something wants to be happen, what should you do? And if something is not want to happen, what are the actions, or what should we or you have to do. So those things are the different types of analytics. And there are two words, one is analyzing and the other one is analytics. One is data analyzing or data analysis, and the other one is data analytics. Actually, these are two different terms, not the same one. In some books as well as in some people, they are talking, or they are using they think that the data analysis and data analytics are the same, but they are two different things. When it comes to data analysis, data analyzing or data analysis, normally we will do some activities or individual acts of analyzing data. When it comes to data analytics, we are talking about the methods and the processes in order to analyze the data. In data analytics, normally we are considering about the processes and methodology for analyzing the data. So these are two different things, as I have mentioned in the first day or second day of lectures. And again, we have AI. You have learned on the course unit which I have mentioned previously, CIS 6005, about this artificial intelligence, which comes under machine learning. You can go for machine learning, or you can even go for deeper, we call as deep learning. And AI, artificial intelligence and data analytics, again two different things. You can see in this slide, artificial intelligence, we are dealing with about machine learning and deep learning. But when it comes to data analytics, we are going to go inside into the data, or in data analytics, we are go inside into the data in order to find the patterns or hidden patterns and those things. And artificial intelligence, it's about intelligence. When it comes to Python,
So can you give me an example for deep learning?
I couldn't hear you.
Sir, can you give me an example for deep learning?
Yeah, deep learning, when it comes, didn't you discuss that in the CIS 6005? Computational intelligence doesn't matter. Now, for example, both are similar.
Sir, we don't have that module in our course content.
Okay, right.
We are students, sir.
Okay, right. Then did you do some about robotics, artificial intelligence, those things? The module relating to artificial intelligence? Okay, doesn't matter. When it comes to machine learning, in simple terms, actually it's a broad. I have to even I can talk about this machine learning for even 10 or 15 weeks, but I will give you the description, the basic description or basic idea about machine learning. Actually, in the computer domain, people are trying to invent computers or machines which can think as human, act as human, as well as taking decisions as human. Now you know that there are different research, different researchers have found different things, like you know that Elisa is a kind of a robot, human made robot, which can answer the questions that humans are asking. And you know that there are the different robots are there which they can't speak the words, but they will act as human. They will walk as human. They will do some activities as human. And at the end, at the extreme end, now they have developed computers, actually robots which could be uh, have a bidirectional connotation with human. That means if a human asks a question, that robot is capable of answering those questions. And the beauty of this is, if some question has been asked and the robot does not know that answer, and if we give some answer, that robot is capable of storing that answer. And when I or someone asks that same question after some times, that robot will give you the that correct answer. So it is regarding about machine learning. When it comes to deep learning, actually this ELISA is a kind of research made of machine learning and deep learning. So before that, I will, in order to describe, now I have taught you something, but I will show you a video. With that video, I think you will be capable of understanding about deep learning. In deep learning, you give actually when it comes to uh, pattern recognition or identify hidden patterns, and normally you have to train a machine, you have to train the computer. That means you have to collect some data. We'll say we have collected 100 data, and out of those 100 data, you can't use all the data for testing, or you can't use all the data for learning means to give the understanding about what shall the computer should do. So out of those 100 data, you have to use some portion of the data to give the learning process. That means you have to teach the computer how to do. We'll say we will use 80 of 100 data to teach the machine. We call it as learning. Giving the learning, or making the computer to understand. And we use 80 data of 100, and remaining 20 data we can use for the testing. Now we have trained the module. That means we have trained the computer how to react. And we want to make sure that by the if we give some, or if we feed some data, the machine will act correctly. So for the testing purposes, we are using 20. So you can use even not 80-20, you can use 70-30, like 70% of your collected data for the learning process, and 20, we'll say 30% of your collected data for the testing. Testing means we want to check whether the computer is, or the machine is working properly. So first I will show you a video relating to this. It is called the ELISA. and I won't go until the end of the video. Actually, I will show you the advanced version of this. Elisa, we call it as Sophia. You can see the
Boston Dynamics things.
yeah. What did you say?
So this is
Avinda,
Sophia.
did you? Yeah.
This
Sophia
is
is the
something
next one.
related.
I will show you that.
Okay.
Yeah, Avinda, did you say something?
Yes, sir. We can hear the sound
You
of the
can't
video.
see the. You can't see
No,
the
no,
pictures.
we can see. No, can hear the sound. Sorry.
You can see the pictures, but you can't hear the sound. No.
We can see the video, the Sophia, the Robert, and Jimmy sing duet
Yeah.
of say something, but
Yeah.
we can hear the audio is not shared. I think.
Audio is something because I am taking from the internet. Doesn't matter. Just look at the even the pictures only. I will later. I will describe it. What has happened.
This is something same as Chat GPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT is somewhat. It's a kind of advanced invention of the research. You can even very easy get the assignment codes and all those things, even even not the PHP, ASP, Java code, but you can have answers for your real life problems even.
Yeah, I
Chat
tried that.
yeah,
I just, but that is it is not available right now because it's always shutting down due to the high demand. I think
yeah, I think that might be the server,
service not responding.
yeah,
Yes.
heavy load, due to heavy load.
Yes. I saw that Andre Kapati, this AI researcher in the Tesla team, who is developing similar like a product, similar like ChatGPT product in
Yeah.
Jupyter Notebook.
Yeah, there are so many research going on, similar type, maybe developing a similar type ChatGPT products.
Uh,
So in future, your work will be easy. Even I or even other people who are studying, they can get the code from this ChatGPT like products. But the problem is the software engineers, they will lose their jobs.
yes, less people will have the opportunity to work as a software. There will be no much high demand because many one person can do many things.
Yes.
That's all. That's all. I think it's more like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, from this video you can watch the video in the internet with the sound. In that video, the Sophia, due to that convocation, I don't know whether you have heard it. She told that she has using a credit card. She went to different places in different countries, and she learned different things by visiting those places. And that particular guy is asking, how did you learn those things? And she told that after she has sensors and those things, you saw that she can speak like a human, and she can move her hands, eyes, eyebrows, those things. And from those sensors she's getting something, and after getting those data, she analyze those data, and if she learns something, she's recording those things in the hard disk. So this Sophia is a robot which can learn. So uh, so we are going to do about actually not we are going to develop robots, but one part of this, right? So I will share the slides again.
So I think India and Sri Lanka will lose the IT sector.
Yeah,
IT.
definitely in future, most probably India as
This
well as
low end
and
device
other
without
countries,
researchers and
especially the software engineers, they will lose their jobs.
but
Future.
like being next 5 to 6 something like that, maybe it has exponential growth.
Yeah. So we have discussed about this, and the next one is about Python as a data analytics tool. So Python, as I mentioned previously, it is a very good tool for data analytics because Python is very easy to learn. It's very easy to do the coding. It's readable, as well as there are the main point is there are extensive libraries to do various tasks, activities, functions in Python, and we will. I'm not going to discuss all the libraries which are relevant to Python, but some libraries which can be used in data analytics. And there is a huge community to do the coding as well as other problem related tasks, because this one is Python is an open source, therefore a huge community is there, community support is there. And there are some as I mentioned, there are different libraries. I have mentioned some of these here, and you have that in your handout as well. There are different libraries, as I mentioned previously. Now here those are described. We'll say the NumPy and SciPy for scientific and technical computing. Basically, in our future 1 or 2 next 2 weeks, we are using most probably the pandas, and pandas we can even today we will use pandas, and sometimes we might use matplotlib, which is similar to MATLAB. You can visualize means you can have different graphs, and NumPy and SciPy for scientific and technical computing. Pandas, data manipulation and aggregation for data analytics we are using, and scikit-learn for machine learning, as well as ML5 means machine learning 5, another library ML5, and TensorFlow Keras for deep learning, and for stats models, another library for statistical analysis. And if you have text mining or text processing, you can use GenSim or NLTK. NLTK means Natural Language Toolkit, NLTK, the library. And if you are analyzing or visualizing network related issues, network problems, if you have done computer networks in course module 1 or 2 might be, if you want to do some programming relating to computer networks with the Python, then there is a library called Network X library in Python. And visualization, that means if you want to have different graphs, plots, there are matplotlib, which is similar to MATLAB, and Seaborn, as well as plotly. And web scraping, there are so many libraries. I have displayed listed here only 2, Scrapy and Beautiful Soap. So these are some, not all, some of the libraries which are available in Python. And we are talking about the data science. So Python libraries for data science, and there are many popular libraries. One is NumPy and SciPy, pandas, scikit-learn. Those are some of the libraries for data science. And the visualization, as I mentioned, described previously, the matplotlib and Seaborn. So I will go one of these one by one, and especially today we are discussing about pandas. Python library for data science. The first one is NumPy. You can, with the use of NumPy, you can analyze multidimensional arrays and matrices. Multidimension, you know that in whether in C or Java you have use one-dimensional arrays. Apart from that, you have 3D, 2D, 3D, as well as multidimensional arrays, as well as matrices. For that, you can use NumPy. Normally, this NumPy is using for advanced mathematical and statistical operations on 1D, 2D, or 3D arrays. As well as you can have some kind of limited vectorization on those mathematical operations. Actually, there are so many other Python libraries which have been built on NumPy. Now, if you visit this site, you can actually go to this one, numpy.org, and I will give you some time, right? Visit that site, the URL is available, and see the content. Even I will show you that, numpy.org. I will show it. So this is the if you visit sorry if you visit the site, actually this is the home page, and you can do learning stuff. Tutorials are there, installation, how to download and install, all these are there. I will give you 2 to 3 minutes, just visit this site. Even you can see the home page and go to some links and read and have a basic idea. Right. I hope the time is enough for you to go through this NumPy site.
So couldn't get to work the interactive shell. It is not showing anything.
Where?
There is a interactive shell now. NumPy. That's
No,
an
no, no, no. No, I will use Google Colabs to do the coding. Not we don't have to install these libraries one by one. If you use Google Colabs, you just type the. I will show you today. You can import these libraries. You don't have to install. Just I ask you to go through those sites just to have a basic idea about NumPy, because extensively we are using this library. No need to install onto your computer. Even I'm not installing those things in my computer. I'm using Google Colabs in order to do the coding. Right. Oh, this is NumPy, and there are, as I mentioned, there are several files which you can use for this data analyzing part or in data science. So the first one is NumPy, and the next one is SciPy. Normally it has different algorithms for using for different purposes, like linear algebra, differential equations, optimization, even for statistics. You have this library SciPy, and it has been built on NumPy. As I mentioned in the NumPy previous one, NumPy is building or the basic for with the usage of NumPy, some other libraries are developed. So this is SciPy one example built on, which has SciPy is built on using NumPy. So you can not now, but later visit this site as well. I have given the URL. You can go to this site and look at the content. And the next one is Pandas library. It has different data structures and tools to work with data. Even in this, by using Pandas, you can have different kind of tables. You can create, you can have or insert, get different kind of tables. In Pandas, again, you can have tools for data manipulation, like you can cut some data in the table, you can sort the table content or the data in either ascending or descending order. We call it as data manipulation. There are so many methods that you can use for data manipulation, like here I have mentioned some: reset, merging, reshaping, sorting, slicing, aggregation, those things. And again, Pandas, it allows handling missing data. The missing data means is some data is not available. We can handle those missing data. You can ignore the missing data, or you can remove the missing data. Missing data means full row, or you can have a value for those missing data. It has been done by using this library called Pandas. And the next one is scikit-learn. Actually, this scikit-learn is not using for data science, especially it is using for machine learning. Different classification techniques are there, clustering techniques, whether regression analysis techniques are there, as well as model validation. That means after you teach something to the machine, you want to check whether the thought thing is grasped by the machine correctly. So you use model validation. So for model validation, you can use scikit-learn library. The scikit-learn library was built basically with the two libraries, NumPy and SciPy. And apart from that, some of matplotlib also used. So we can say the scikit-learn library was built on using NumPy, SciPy, and matplotlib. Matplotlib is similar to MATLAB. Right, this is matplotlib. As I mentioned, it's a set of functionalities similar to MATLAB. As I mentioned, matplotlib is similar to MATLAB, and matplotlib is used for 2D plotting. Actually, it's a 2D plotting library. You can have different graphs like scatter plots, line graphs, bar charts, pie chart, histograms, those things. And there is another library called Seaborn. It's actually based on matplotlib. Seaborn provides high-level interfaces for drawing attractive statistical graph. Now, previous one is matplotlib. You can't use for, you can use, but you have to use if you want to get more advanced graphs, advanced visualization. You have to do some effort, but effortlessly you can have advanced visualization using Seaborn library. Actually, Seaborn library is similar to there is a plotting tool called double G plot in R, ggplot, which is available in R. It's again a library which you can use for advanced visualization, means to develop advanced graph. You can use that ggplot in R, but in Python, ggplot library is not there, but similar library which is called as Seaborn you can use in Python. Then pandas. Pandas is a Python library. Okay, you can use package as well, which used for 1D and 1D, 2D as well as 3D array manipulation. 1D in Python, 1D arrays normally we call it as series. 2D arrays we call it as data frames, and 3D arrays we call it as panel. Actually, these are the different names given for three different arrays. 1D arrays we call it as series. 2D arrays, even in pandas, we call it as frames, and 3D arrays in pandas we call it as panel. So this is about the basic idea, and now I will show you. You can do with me as an interactive session. I will show you how to. Actually, first I will show you how to use Google Colabs. In order to, all this coding will be done by me in the Google Colabs, not in my own machine. So in order to log into Google Colabs, you have to have a, now only one student is there, no? Okay, doesn't matter. You have to have an Gmail account. Gmail account. So I will show you how to first how to log into Google Colabs. In order to log into Google Colabs, you have to have the internet connection. While if you have any power failures, power cuts, then it is very difficult to work with Google Colabs, because we are not using our own computing resources. We are using some computing resources which are available as a cloud or as in the internet. So in order to you have to have the internet connection while you are working with this Google Colab. So open, and I will show you how to log in. I will use this one. I think you can see my screen. In the, open a browser, and in that browser, in the address bar or as the URL, you can even you can Google, you can search, but without searching I will type the URL is Colab. think you can even search in the Google. I think this is collab.research.google.com. collab.research.google.com. And if you type, it will ask, as I mentioned, you have to have a Gmail account.
Everybody does.
Yes, Avinder?
Yes, sir. There's a window open. I got the
I have
something. Hello.
no, I have only one window. Let me share it again.
No, I just opened the collab.research.com. Then I got here. There was a oh no. I previously I entered the document. I think it's showing this GitHub repository, something like that. Recent.
So you have
Is
to
it
have.
automatic? Is that automatically creating a GitHub account, sir?
Pardon?
Is this this collab account automatically create a GitHub account?
GitHub account? No. It won't create a GitHub account, but you don't have to create even for the GitHub as well as Google Colab. You have to have a Gmail account. With the same Gmail account,
Yes.
you can.
Yes, sir. I just log in.
Yeah, in order to log in, you will get a window like this, and in that you have to click on sign, and it will ask. I have 2 Gmail accounts. I will use the university one, and click on that, and it will ask for the password. Password means the password that you have you are using to log into your email. You have to give that password correctly. Password means you have to give the password to log into your Gmail account.
Yes. And also, I previously.
I think previously you have gone for the GitHub.
Yes,
Now
yes.
it will go to it will show you like GitHub. Likewise, those different things are there.
Yes, the season activity shows the GitHub file in this folder. Yes.
Yeah. Now you can cancel this and close and go to. You can even now here. This is the Colab interface. In there you can open an existing one, or you can create a new notebook. Notebook means like a laptop, a place where you can do the coding. It will create that space for you, not in your computer but in the cloud, in their server. File new notebook. So this is the place where you can type your Python code. So I will just not the data science part. I will just type print something hello.
Yes, sir.
And in order to run this, now I have only typed a single code. You can click on this run button, which is like this, similar to this one. If you run it, if there is an error, it will show you. And if there isn't an error, it will show the output as HELLOW. It will take some time. Depending on the internet connection and those things, those factors will affect. See, you will get the output like this.
Yes. So are we getting any virtual machine? There is a RAM and disk component.
Yeah. They means they will provide some similar virtual machine like thing. Actually, in some cases they will provide you a virtual machine, and in some cases it will give you a separate space in the server or in the cloud. Here it has mentioned, you can see the RAM and the disk.
Yes. I pointed out that. This thing.
So you can do your all the codings here because you don't have to use your resources. Yeah, that means whether your laptop or desktop resources are not used. Some of your sometimes for working purposes. Now you are connecting through your desktop or laptop. For that purpose, you have to use your laptop, and your laptop or desktop resource might be used. Otherwise, all this coding and it is saved as well as run on a server, which is available in the cloud.
All right.
Right, then I will straight away go for this data science part because I have done the basic about Python, and as I will, when I'm doing the coding, I will let you know. And if you need to have a separate area to do the coding, you can click on code, and it will give you a separate one. The previous one will be there, and you can from here click on this code, and you can from there you can type your new code. And basically, I will create a list called list1, and I will assign some values for that. Some values. Right, like this. And then I will in Python there are built-in functions. I will use max. Max means it will show the maximum value. Maximum value. Max list1. That's all. Now I will run this code. Now according to this list1, the maximum value, you know that it's 300. According to my values, which I have inserted in the list1, it's 340.67. So it will be output. If I run this one, yeah, you can see straightforward and very easy. And one thing to remember, now if I type several, we'll say that I will type the minimum to get the minimum value, then you have to pass this list1 as a parameter, list1. Now if I run this one, to run, you have to use this one. It will show only the, not both won't be executed, only the last command that you have inserted, last line will be executed. Right? Now, if you want to get the mean value, you can see there is a, you can see, right? There
Yes,
is
sir.
you can see that mean is underlined as red color wavy line, which means it's an error. If I try to run this, I can run this, but it will generate an error. I will show it here. Name error. Name error. Now the reason is mean is not there. You have to max min are available functions in Python, but mean is not a function available or built-in function in Python. But you can use mean. But if I use like this, it will generate an error. Now, how to correct this error? To correct this error, you have to, now I have mentioned several libraries. Now out of these libraries, this mean is available in NumPy library. So in order to use NumPy, sorry, in order to use mean, first you have to import this NumPy library. Now I will show you how to import. Before all of this code, you can write this code, import, spelling should be correct, IMPORT, and NumPy, NUMPY. Then in front of mean, you have to write NumPy dot mean.
So we can import NumPy as NP as NP. I'm getting a
Yeah,
shortcut.
I will show you that. Now what has happened, now you will get the mean NumPy.list. So I will run this code. No errors, it will give you the correct answer. Now the difficulty is importing NumPy, and in your code you have to use this name as it is, NumPy.mean, we'll say other median, NumPy.median, likewise. So it is very difficult to write this name. So what we do is import NumPy as you can use an abbreviation like A or NP, which stand for NumPy. You can use any abbreviation. If I use as A, then instead of NumPy, I can use A.NumPy. Sorry, A.mean, because I have referring A as NumPy. Now, if I write this, again, the same output will be there. You can use any abbreviation to abbreviate NumPy. Normally, in almost all the codes, it's using NP because NumPy, the shortened version is NP. If I use the abbreviation NP, then I can use np.mean. Then same way, NumPy library, it is included mod. Attributed. Right, the median, it says 45.0.
So how did you get these examples?
Which examples?
Yes.
Which examples?
No, sir. They shared the screen. It's computation on. Yeah.
It's a different. I have open a different window. That's why.
Okay.
Now in NumPy, you can generate. You can get some random numbers. In order to get random numbers in NumPy library, there is a function called random. I will say the data equal. We have imported NumPy S09. Right now, this is the code which I have written. I have data is a variable. Now, if you look at this code, np.random.random within brackets 100, it will generate some this NumPy library is capable of generating random numbers. So here it will generate random.random within brackets 100 random numbers.
So why there is two random?
Right, that's a very good question, because this random function is included in NumPy library. Now I don't know whether you have done object-oriented programming. In object-oriented programming, first you have to give the object name, then the method or the attribute. Now here, NP, the library which includes a random method, sorry, random method, and inside that random method is included. This is the random method which we can use to generate random numbers, and this random method is included inside the package called random. In NP library, we have a package called random, and in that random package, we have a function called random in order to generate. Actually, in this random package, there are so many other functions.
Okay.
If I, instead of 100, if I type 20, it will generate 20 random numbers. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have used 20 because it's very easy to count. Right. Now, if you want to get, we'll say, if you want to do some, we'll say, if you want to get the summation, or we'll say, if you want to get the maximum, we can write, there are two different ways. One is maxed out of this data, right? So the maximum value is this one, which is there in the list. Even if you want to get the another way to get this max is, you can use np num5, because max function is available in the num5 library as well. This one is also correct. Now you will ask the previously, you will ask the previous code, the maximum value is 0.98 something, but in this one it's 0.87. Now one student might ask, why two different answers? It should be 0.98 and some value, right? The reason is this random, after I have executed this code, every time this random number generator will generate different random numbers. The first case it has 9.98, but in this case it has 0.98 is not there, and this point which one? This one is there now. 8713393865. That value is there. And again, someone might ask, here it has only this value 87.87103394, but when it shows the number, the value is somewhat different. It's not 0.87103394, it's 0.8719339368 and some other values. The reason is, in here, when the random number generates, it will have up to these points. Actual value is this one. Even the other values you will get not this number of decimal places. You have some other decimal places, and it is not. You can't see that. It's not shown here.
Yeah, it's rounded up, no?
Yeah, rounded up. The actual value is this one. Now, what is the difference between, as I mentioned, the max, this one and that? Now, this one, we are using the built-in function of Python. And in here, we are using the max function, which is available in NumPy library. Now, one student might ask why both are there. You can use the library and use, but in Python, it's the max function is available in NumPy library, as well as there is a built-in function called max. And again, you can get the summation. To get the summation, you can use, there are actually two ways. A built-in function, if you can use like this, it will give you the sum of all these random numbers. And again, you can have like this, numpy as np.max, sorry, np.sum. Again, sum is available as a built-in function, as well as a function in some numpy library. answer might be different because now the answer has generated with these random numbers. That's why I am showing you the random numbers which has been generated, and the answer for this one is, sorry, answer for the last code which I have typed is this one.
So what's next?
Yeah, let me give me some times because I have a call from the department. Give me 1 or 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Right. Then I will use a separate code window. I will get this list one. I will copy that code here, and I will delete the fractional part 0.68. I will delete. Let me array 1. Right. Now you can see two different codes. Actually, 4 lines. First line I have printed list one equals 34, 56, 78.9. I will make this again. I will remove this 0.9. I will keep it as 78. Right. Right. Now in this code, what has happened? So what has I have done here? There is a list called list one, and in that list I have in Python you have learned about list. I have included 34, 56, 78 and some numbers, and in the second line I'm creating a variable called array1, and I'm going to convert that list one into an array, and I'm storing that or saving that array, call a variable as array1. Then I am printing list one here, so this is the output, and next I will print an array1. Again it has the same output, but you can see the difference. In a list one value is separated with the other with the comma, but in an array it has shown as the same, no comma separation. The same values will be there. Because in Python you don't have a data structure called array. Then I will get the sum of array 1.
So
Yeah.
previous times only print the one line, but this time this printing all three lines. Why is that? Yes.
I previous time I have used a single only one window. No, now I am using a separate code block here. That means for this one I have used one, but for the
Yes.
second one, for the second one, I have used a separate code window because I have click here and do the coding. Now
Yes.
again,
Yes. I am telling. Previous time it's only printed the random data value, not the. But it
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. The reason is the reason is oh, if I select only one, it will give you all the output, right? Because it will treated this one as a separate code, separate block. All these things, all these lines will be considered as a single line, single code block. If I type something else, it might not. It will give. It will show only the last. We'll say. Uh, we'll say max. It might give you only the output for the last. Now it's not going the last one. It's going the previous. Yeah, again, I can't. I don't know what's the reason. I thought it will give you the last output.
this showing the this ain't showing the sum, but it's showing the maximum.
Not showing the maximum. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, only showing the maximum, not showing the summation.
Yeah, that's why I told that. Not the last line, the previous line.
Yes,
I don't know even. I don't know what's the reason. Well, let
yeah,
me check.
I think.
Maximum also 345. No. Yeah, maximum, but the sum is not showing.
Yes.
What is the sum? It's showing only the maximum, not the sum. Let me check shift int control int.
It's okay, sir. Not-
Well, I will. Also, it's there are.
I think Python Jupyter notebooks doing the same thing. Not
No,
sure.
no, I haven't touched this notebook yet. If you have a
No.
note,
Oh, okay.
if you have a notebook,
Just
it's right a different thing. This is just even I haven't created the notebook here.
okay.
No, it's giving the maximum value, not the previous. In the help, there might be some solution, but I haven't gone through this Colab help. I will check. Codes are there only. Sample codes are there. Right, then we will look at how to calculate the mode. Previously it doesn't work, but we'll see now. I will use the same array. Here I will create an you don't have to type this, just I'm for the you can delete the entire code by clicking this button. All the code will be deleted. I will import the relevant libraries. I need NumPy. You can have any abbreviation. On to sci-fi, I will make it as SP. Actually in sci-fi there is a sci-fi is a library. In that sci-fi there is a called I think the package name is stats, because this mode is available in stats package. Will directly type like this. I don't know whether it's work. I will check. This array is in array1. So I will type print numpy sci-fi sp dot node of array1. No. We'll check. Yes, there is an error. The reason is sp. Use and like this numpy from sci-fi we can import package name is text. Yeah, the now sometimes even I don't remember all the module, right? If I don't know the module, I will type some letters and it will show you the correct module name like this. So from that you can verify, can have a clear idea about the module name. I will use stat the module as st. T1. Right, now it has given the correct results. Mode is 12. If you look at list 1, because the previously this mode, that module, mode, in order to get the module, mode means Singalan කියන්නේ මාතය. Mode means the number which occurs many times, highest frequency number which occurs highest frequency is called as the mode. Mode is the function. That mode function is not available in numpy. It's available in sci-fi library. That's why from sci-fi there are so many modules. We are importing only stats module in order to get some statistical packages. Modules are available in sci-fi, so you can import sci-fi dot asterisk. That means it will import all the modules available in that library. There are so many ways, even with the without importing stats. I can sorry, not the first one. Second one I will change like this. First let me check whether it's working or not. Import, there is a library called in order to do the statistical calculation, there is a library called statistics, if I'm correct or remember. Say it's 2, it's right. Now you can see the difference. Here it will directly, the statistical, actually we'll say statistical library, it will give you only the value. But if I use sci-fi library and stats module, the output will be somewhat different. You will get the mode is equal to 12 and count as array. That means how many times this 12 value is occurring. This is the value, the mode value. Mode value is 12. You can see in the naked eye also the highest number of 12s, two number of actually 12 are occurring two times. So the mode is 12 because other values are occurring only single time, and 12 is occurring two times. Here the mode is given as 2, and the count how many number of times this mode value is occurring is 2 if you use this stats in sci-fi library. But if I import statistics library, which is another library, even I didn't discuss about this statistics library, it will give you the mode value. It won't display how many times that the particular mode value will be displayed. So okay. Right, try these two examples. Right. Finally, we will look at how to. Finally, we will create a 2D array from a given array. So I will use a separate code for that. Now this is a list. I will create a list. List which contains list. Will not two. I will make it as 3. A single list contain list 2 contains 3 list. One list element is 0, 1, 2, and the second list element is 3, 4, 5, and the third list element is 6, 7, 8. And I will create an normally numpy is using for, as I mentioned, you can use it for creating series frames, and I will come to the series frames in the next day lecture. So is this one numpy you can use for array manipulation. So I will create an array. I will make it as array 2. The array function is used to create a array from an existing list. The list is 2. I will print this array, and you can see it's 1 dimension 2D array. Columns are there as well as 3 columns, 3 rows. So it's a 2D array. So I have this is a list. From this list, I have created a 2D array. Are you can you hear me? You have went, no? So if you are not there, I think might be a power problem. So I will stop at this point, and next day we will discuss from here.